While the Super 15 rugby season is well underway, the Bay of Plenty Club Rugby season is just about to get started this weekend. What is the value on Club Rugby? Why should the community get in behind? And who are the ones to look out for this season? I'm at the Bay of Plenty Rugby Union and today we're talking with Quentin. Quentin, before we start talking about what's coming up this season, tell us about the importance and value of Club Rugby.
Well, Club Rugby is very important to Bay of Plenty Rugby. It gives us a chance to develop and nurture our next generation of rep players. It gives us a chance, or clubs a chance to showcase the local talent and really show the public that rugby is alive and kicking in Bay of Plenty.
And with the Bay of Plenty community, what value do they place on Club Rugby?
It's huge for our clubs because a lot of our clubs in Bay of Plenty are whānau based or family based clubs. So the family is a huge part of Bay of Plenty clubs. If we look at a couple of the local clubs, Rangatawa and Tapuna, you can look at them and see that generations of families have been through the clubs. So it's really like a second home to those families, and it's a really good feeling when you go into those clubs and just a really great welcoming feeling.
Great opportunity for everyone to come together. Now this weekend it all kicks off, and what's going to be the big match-up for this weekend to kick off the Bay of Plenty Club Rugby season? Yeah,
there's a few big match-ups this weekend, but the one that we're really looking at is the local derby here in Tauranga, Tauranga Sports versus Te Puke, two of our top clubs. So to kick off the season with that game is huge for us, and we're hoping for a big crowd up there. I'm not brave enough to pick a winner out of that game yet, but we'll just have to see how that goes.
What do we have coming up over the next 20 weeks of the Bay of Plenty Club Rugby season?
The next 20 weeks are going to be really exciting. 2 weeks' time we've got our Colts competition starting. We've got some teams that haven't traditionally been very strong in Colts rugby. They've done some really hard work over the off-season and entered teams into that competition. So I'm looking forward to seeing that competition start up. Just some of the teams that are looking pretty good so far are Te Puke Sports and Rangatawa Colts. So that's the main one that I'm looking at this year, and excited to see what the outcome of that one will be.
So you've just been talking about the Colts. What other different levels of club rugby are there?
In terms of senior rugby, we've got the President's Grade, which is for 35-year-olds and up. There's local B competitions that go in each of our areas, Central, Western and Eastern, where all the local clubs enter their B team. Obviously the Premier sides kick off this weekend, and numerous junior teams with the Club Rugby. At the beginning of May, we've also got our secondary schools rugby kicking off as well, which is also exciting.
Now rugby, the players wouldn't have a team without a coach. Now tell us about the coach upskilling that the Bay of Plenty Rugby Union is doing.
Yep, so March and April is a very busy time for our coach educators at Bay of Plenty Rugby. We've got a number of compulsory courses we have to deliver to our local coaches, like our Rugby Smart course, which is for under 14 coaches all the way up to Premier coaches. Even our Steamers coaches have to do Rugby Smart. You can't coach without it, and basically it's a NZRU initiative where we concentrate on player safety. And usually there's an area in the game that causes most injuries. This year it's the tackle ball area and clean out area, and that's the area we're concentrating on this year, and upskilling our coaches to make sure they're coaching that area safely and properly.
And how can coaches engage in this upskilling program?
We advertise through our website, through Sport Bay of Plenty, and also our club networks. So we try and get that information out to everybody. But probably the best way, if you're a new coach and you're not sure on where to go to the Bay of Plenty website, and all that information can be found on there.
How can the community show their support?
The community can show their support in terms of going along on Saturday and supporting the teams. We also call for new coaches in our rugby clubs, so getting along and maybe helping out with a junior rugby team is huge for the local clubs. Refereeing is also an area where you can get involved. There is at the moment a shortage of referees in Bay of Plenty Rugby, and we like to appoint referees to all games. Sometimes we can't, and our lower teams miss out on having a referee. So you can go along to our website again and find information on how to become a Bay of Plenty referee.
Awesome, thanks Quentin for your time.
Thank you.
Well, you heard it here. Make sure you start heading down to those rugby fields on the weekend. Now, make sure you tune in next Thursday to hear the review from this weekend's Club Rugby.